Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Paradigm Shift. My name is Austin Clark and today we have a very special guest, Miss Anne-Marie Haggerty. Today we're going to talk about US and Cuban diplomatic talks, a murder and conflict in Russia, net neutrality, and finally, does less religion on campus mean more depression? Stick around, it's time to shift your paradigm.
The question currently on the international stage: was Boris Nemtsov's murder staged to destabilize Russia? Current Russian President Vladimir Putin suggested that the crime was staged to throw suspicion on the state, since this is in the midst of a ceasefire agreement with Ukraine that is currently on shaky ground. Nemtsov's assassination has been identified as a contract kill. There is a possibility of Islamic extremist influence due to Nemtsov's opinion on the Charlie Hebdo case in Paris, but there is also significant suspicion surrounding Vladimir Putin due to Nemtsov's adversarial position on the Russian president.
On February 26, the FCC voted 3-2 to enact new net neutrality regulations for the internet. But what does this really mean, and how is this going to affect you when you use the internet? Here to explain is Austin Clark.
What this means is that the internet is now considered in the same category like the telephone or other utilities, and being able to be regulated by the FCC. Now, the FCC has been accused of bending to the will of Obama, who came out last fall suggesting such regulations were necessary. Again, just a reminder, the FCC voted on this internally. For the good and the bad on the new net neutrality rules, check out the CNET article we've posted in the description below. There's a lot of good information there.
Now in diplomatic news. American officials concluded a meeting with Cuban diplomats on Friday, hopeful that the two sides could re-establish full diplomatic relations in the next 2 months. These talks mean that the 50-year-long embargo against Cuba, implemented first in the Cold War, could finally come to an end. These talks also mean that Cuban cigars, which have been illegal since 1962, will finally be allowed legally on U.S. soil.
According to a study done by the University of California, Los Angeles, 27% of college freshmen no longer associate themselves with any religious preference. Now, the study also showed that there was a high number of college freshmen suffering with mental health illnesses such as depression. Is there a relation? Check out the article in the description below.
This is the end of our episode. As always, if you'd like to check our facts, links are in the description. Feel free to chime into the conversation by commenting below. And remember to like and subscribe to our page. That's all for our show today, guys. I hope we shifted your paradigm.